Hey guys, special. We're streaming if you're surprised. And hi, it's Thursday night. How about that? And Wrestling Mayhem show. I don't like to throw around the family term a lot for a podcast crew, but friends certainly. And somebody said they wanted to kind of hang out tonight, and here we are. Ronnie Starks is with us on the line, hanging out.
Hey,
Hey.
hey,
Hey, of course he
hello.
dropped in last week. There's a lot going on with Ronnie personally right now, but just touching base and seeing how everything is going, and hopefully just connecting with friends out there. And this is how we do it. This is how we hang out, isn't it? Live on
This
the
is
internet.
how we do
It,
it.
yeah. Mm-mm.
Sorry, you segue that. I had to take that. It's just.
That's fine. That's fine. It's one of my favorite songs too. So Ronnie, how are things?
Uh,
I don't know what
you
a
know,
better way to ask the question is.
I had I had every intention of coming down there tonight
Yeah,
to
yeah,
be there and hang out, but
absolutely.
my mom just she's having a rough day today, so I
Hmm.
can't really leave the house.
Hmm.
It's I don't know, man. Life sucks right now,
Hmm.
but we're just trying to do the best we can, I guess.
Hmm.
So, and you know me, man. I don't like to open up about stuff. Like I'm really quiet about life, but what can I really do? You know,
Hmm. Hmm.
I don't know. Anyway, talk please.
Talk, please. I'm trying to figure out. Yeah, it's a hard time, and and the current situation certainly doesn't help things. Uh, on top of it,
Yeah,
I mean, it's hard to. I'm glad I got to come out last week and at least drop in and see at the funeral for a little bit too.
yeah,
So
man.
which
I really appreciate that. I appreciate everybody that came out and everybody who messaged me. I didn't expect like a bunch of workers to show up and hang out. Like,
hmm. Hmm.
who really wants to come and hang out at your funeral home? You know what I mean? But like, I'm thankful that everybody reached out. Um, for those of you guys out there didn't know, my dad died last week,
Hmm.
so we're just trying to really get through that. I don't think it's really hit me yet.
Hmm.
Like, I haven't been sleeping. I haven't really slept in a week, so like the time and days really don't add up.
Hmm.
So thanks for telling me it's Thursday because I had no idea. Um, I don't know. I think
I
today.
was like, oh no, maybe he thinks it's Tuesday.
Okay,
Where's
that's
everybody?
why we're doing this today. Yeah.
Where's Mad Mike at? What's going on?
Is he gonna make a run?
It's gonna make a run in. Hey, you never know, man. You never
Yeah,
know.
but
But yeah.
we yeah, we got my mom and I got my dad's car sold today, so that was
Mhm.
good. So baby steps. Yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, well, and that's a big thing. I know. For me, when we did things, or when anybody would pass, because it seems like it's
Hmm.
been like a rapid. It felt like I've been doing this 2 or 3 times a year lately, with the family. Thank like blessed that it hasn't happened much this year,
Yeah.
personally. But there was definitely a pretty bad run of aunts, uncles, dad, grandpa, then like a month later, grandpa's brother, like things like that, like kind of hit like that. So, but and again, at times, like I was telling you about a story about something else where I just kind of wasn't there for something,
Yeah.
and that was there was like one or two of those where I'm just like I'm not even like it's not absorbing, it's not hitting me, it's just not even a thing right now. I'm just here,
Yeah.
and that's where you're at, So, but
It's tough, man.
hmm.
Like
Hmm.
it's one of those things you know it's gonna happen someday, but you just don't expect it
Yeah.
so soon, kind of deals. But like I don't know, everybody in my family is in their grieving process, and I have yet to even get there.
Hmm.
And I know eventually I'm just gonna break down, and it's gonna be a shitstorm. But
Probably didn't absolutely. I gotta say, it took about a month for me
yeah,
in that position. So you'll just be like, just take the day, and
yeah.
whatever you need for it. You know what I mean? So.
I know. I was having a rough day on Monday, I think is what it was, or maybe it
Mm-hmm.
was Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck is today? Thursday. It's off today. Yeah, Tuesday. I had a rough day, and I think I went to work for like 3 hours, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm leaving. But like, I don't need to put up with this today, and I don't want to put up with my coworkers, so I'm just gonna go home and go to sleep. See you guys later. And they're like, all right. Like nobody really argues with me about it. They're just like, if you gotta go, you gotta go, man. Like, which is nice. But
Mm-hmm. So, so obviously you're around a little bit. You attended the draft tonight.
I did, and yeah, I did.
To tell everybody to f off over on on the FU,
Sure
Fight
did.
Underground.
Yeah, we can segue that. Yeah, who was it? Bubba Brewer drafted
Oh,
us.
I think it was Bubba. I think it was Bubba. Yeah.
Bubba, if you're watching, like they said, we said no. Well, yeah, we don't need your fucking draft pick, pal.
Mm-hmm.
We don't need it. We're fine on our own. We don't need somebody to pick us up. We already know we work there. We already know we're there. What we do next is up to us,
Mm-hmm.
and how we handle the situation is up to us.
Mm-hmm.
Whether we're going to be OSHA Inc. or we're going to do our own new thing, because a certain somebody who doesn't work there anymore. So it's just me and Destin now. We're going to do whatever we want. So, fuck your draft pick.
There you go. Okay, I'm glad to see that potentially the clipboard is not being retired yet.
No, not yet. Haven't got there yet, but maybe you'll see a little bit of a grizzly vet in Fight Underground. We'll see what happens.
Tim Cross is in the chat room saying, "Watch your cussing, young man."
Hey, fuck you, buddy.
So, and of course, Tina's hanging out as well. Surprised by us going live.
Hi,
So what's up
Tina.
out there? What's up out there? So like I said, pretty loose. I don't know if you saw some of anything from this Tuesday. Matt was on. Matt Connard, the death dealer. Now I have to get used to that.
Yes, I watched some of it. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, it was there was a lot happening that episode.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Good brother Matt.
yeah. But
Just, yeah, it just sucks. That whole thing sucks. Like he never should have had to give up his own gimmick, but Sean Spears is a piece of shit. So what can you do?
Yep. Yeah, when you got that, I used to be in WWE money. I guess that makes a little bit of a difference.
Hey, all he's got going for him is his wife is hot. That's all he has for him. Like everybody else, he's. I'm gonna say this. I think it's gonna pop a lot of people. He is the Harley T. Morris of AEW wrestling.
There you go.
So
it's a very localized reference.
Yeah. So. I hope everybody enjoyed that. I hope people got where I was going with that. If not, then,
if you don't, you can look him up on the Indie Mayhem Show archives.
Mm-hmm. Works hard.
Oh, I got a laugh emoticons happening in the chat right now.
Good.
So, have you been? Well, I'm guessing from the little bit I've seen, it looks like you might be doing a little bit of toy therapy. Out there.
Kayla and I went to Time Capsule Toys, which plug for Time Capsule Toys because they now own 60% of my inventory. I'm not even going to joke with you. I have been selling Rick, his name's Rick, a lot of my stuff. So he has a lot of my toys there. Mm-hmm. So if you guys want to know what I own, go to the store. He'll tell you what stuff was mine. And then I'm currently, since I'm done with the Kenner...
It's the special Ronnie collection.
Yeah, it's the special Ronnie collection. Go out to Niles, Ohio. That's where you can find the special Ronnie collection.
I'd be like, can I see some of the Ronnie collection?
And he'd be like, come this way.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Yes.
No, there's a lot of good stuff out there that's mine. So if you guys ever wanted to know what was actually in my collection before I decided to get rid of it, that's the place to go. But... Time Capsule Toys in Niles, Ohio. They do not sponsor me, so there's a free plug.
There you go. If they would like to sponsor Wrestling Mayhem Show, you can go to Good Times at WrestlingMayhemShow.com and we can have a conversation. There you go.
I haven't done that in a while. And then, I'm currently we're getting back into the original Ninja Turtles line. So that's going to be happening soon.
I saw. So tell me the Super Shredder. Like this was the Super Shredder. Is a special edition one? Like I've seen them around, but like what was that one?
All right, that was the rare one apparently. There was an all black one that was like the mail away one. This one apparently was the rare one, and then there was a third one. But like, he gave me some decent money for this one, and I'm like, why is he giving me money for this fucking on card mini Super Shredder? And I guess it was like a good one, which is fine. Because yeah, if anybody wants that, go buy that. But I thought you were asking me about the NECA Super Shredder, about how I bitched about that for like 2 weeks on end until like NECA finally put it on the NECA shop and I could actually buy it. Because you know how the distribution of Walmart is, how they don't like to stock things.
Have you seen this where the Bucks have been attempting to go to Walmart like every trip out they do?
And they can't find their own figures.
They can't find their own. They found a stack of. There was like a whole line of them, and it had like the Ring, Kenny's, and Cody's, and that was it.
They can't find their own figures, and it's ridiculous because, like I said, Walmart's distribution is not as bad as Target's distribution, but we'll save that for the next thing.
When I go to a Walmart, there's barely anything on the pegs in the action figure aisle right now, like at all.
Because they're using COVID as an excuse, bro. Everybody is using COVID as an excuse as to why they don't want to stock the shelves. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, oh well, we're more worried about like the essential stuff, and it's like, bro, like this stuff. They're saying this stuff's supposed to be on the shelf. Now, if the company says we're saying this to Walmart, put it on the shelf so people can buy it, but it's sitting in their back room, and then when they ask them to go to their back room, they, oh my god, yes,
it is happening. Yes,
hello.
Let me change this up here. There, we'll just leave you on. We'll leave you guys on stacked here.
You 100% just made my day, buddy.
I do what I can. I'm actually working right now, believe it or not.
Are you?
Oh, nice.
What are you putting in category today?
I am logging Raw from before SummerSlam because that's how fucking far behind we are.
Good job, guys.
What's up, Mike? We are actually live on Facebook right now. So say hi to everybody out there.
Hi to everyone out there.
So, but
anyway, back to Walmart's terrible distribution.
This is the Thursday night angle.
Yeah. This was Ronnie finally decided to get out of bed and actually want to contribute to our wonderful job. But yeah, holy hell. So yeah, the Bucks can't find their own figures. Like,
yeah,
how is that even possible?
Yeah.
Like, do you know how many Walmarts I went to just to find like AEW until I finally found the display? Like, I'm talking like 8 Walmarts in a span of a week.
Where'd you end up finding them?
At my Walmart, 5 minutes up the road. But here's the kicker. All right, Kayla bought me the Bucks at her Walmart. Tim bought me Jericho and Kenny at his Walmart down in Morgantown, and then the only one I needed left was Cody, and so literally they had 6 Codys on the rack. So I had to pick, like, I had the choice of picking, all right, which has the better paint job, which face isn't screwed up. Because if you go back and if you look at how things are right now, like, a lot of the faces look like Quasimodo. Like the jaw is, like, off to the side, or the eyes are, like, crossed, or, like, it was weird. So, like, I had to pick the best Kenny, or the best Cody. But no Brandy. Brandy's nowhere to be found.
Really?
Well, Brandy's probably short-packed, because I know back in the day, even with WWE figures, all the female ones were only 1 per box.
Really?
Yeah, so I wouldn't be surprised, because not only does no one really want a Brandy Rhodes figure, no one really needs a Brandy Rhodes figure.
Oh, I think some people want a Brandy Rhodes figure, but not for the right reasons.
No, not for the right reasons at all. Like, honestly, I would get a Brandy Rhodes figure because it's probably the closest we're going to get to an Iris West figure from The Flash on CW.
Oh, that'd be a good mod. You should talk to Jackson Argos about that one.
I'm actually going to have to send it to him, because I got that figure off of Ringside Collectibles just for that purpose of putting it with my DC figures. So,
she does look like the actress, right? Like that's.
Oh yeah, she does.
Oh, yeah. They're pretty close.
And when he showed up on Arrow, I'm like, oh, so we can just do Doppelganger Brandy Rhodes as Doppelganger Iris West?
I mean, why not? Well, it's too late now.
Well, I mean, they did Doppelganger Iris West just with the actress working twice.
Did they even finish that season?
No.
Or did that go on COVID too?
No.
No. There's a teaser for the next season, which I'm pretty sure is just with unused footage from the incomplete episodes. So
So they're not going to finish that season at all.
what they're going to?
They're the first episode of next season is going to be the end of what season 6 would be.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like going to be
So
the rest
how are
of
they
it.
going to finish Supernatural? Did they say anything about that? Because this is the last season. They haven't even finished.
Oh no.
I don't know. The only information I have is from the DC fandom because I watched the Flash panel because I am confined to my desk for hours and hours and hours. So.
You were never allowed to leave your desk. This is your life forever. Forever.
Although I did make a purchase today.
What'd you get?
I bought the New Day Black Lives Matter tribute shirt.
Nice.
Apparently, all the proceeds go to like the NAACP. So
Nice.
I'm like, oh, that's well worthwhile, and it's a cool looking shirt. So yeah.
Did you? I don't know if you're interested in advent calendars, but they just put out the new Harry Potter advent calendar at Wally World. And it's Lego, by the way. I probably should have led in with that and then told you.
See, all right, okay, hold on.
He's going to get Lego update, everyone. Lego
Yeah,
update.
no, you're not wrong. I did a thing. I actually did two.
And there
things.
goes the camera.
Look.
Oh,
Hey, that's
it's
a nice
on-
ceiling. Oh, hey.
It's on my phone, so. But yeah, I did two things.
Oh, you got the Weasley house? Is that what that is?
No, that is the Dursley house
Okay.
and the Room of Requirement.
Oh, nice.
So those will be my next endeavors. But the advent calendars, like, I never saw the point in getting those.
Yeah.
Once I saw what the actual things were in them, you know, a lot of them are just generic trees and shit. I'm like, I don't need that.
You
I
know,
don't need that. If it was 24 minifigs, yeah, sure, sign me the fuck up.
yeah.
But it's not.
It's just a bunch of like holiday themed like characters. And it's not even the characters, just straight up Lego people wearing like Harry Potter t-shirts and like
Yeah. Well, I mean, you'll probably get like Ron, Fred, and George with their Weasley sweaters, which
Mhm.
cool. But you know, I don't need that. I don't require that. I do require, however, like Mr. and Mrs. Dursley and Dudley. I do require that.
listen. We have standards here, apparently.
We have standards?
And practices.
I mean, they're lowering by the minute, but we do have standards.
Okay, who in the chat room has standards?
Are we waiting for a response?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No
one's gonna.
Well, while I'm waiting for that, Mark says that there's no brandy in the first wave. The second wave only on Ringside Collectibles now, and they double packed Kenny.
Oh, she's no longer a Ringside Collectibles.
Oh yeah, so she's rolled
boy.
out.
She's gone. Apparently, she's going to be a part of the next round. Like, she's going to be in store the next round.
Okay.
Because they wanted to see, and this is just speculation. Like, I'm just reading online, just talking out of my ass. So don't listen to me, people. I don't know what I'm talking about. But apparently, they wanted to see how the first set would sell, which, let's be honest, it sold. Because who doesn't want Young Bucks and Kenny Omega figures?
Mm-hmm.
And, like, the next round that's going to go to Walmart, which should probably be, like, October or something like that, that's when they're going to put her in the second series.
I still don't, like, I understand, but I don't understand why she was the only female in the first wave.
Because it's Cody's wife, man. That's all it was.
Yeah.
No, I know.
I think it's mostly they're going with the first wave first, like these are the core people kind of situation, right?
Yeah, but
that seems to make sense. We only have X amount of figures to do, and well, we have to at least have one female.
Baker.
It should have been Britt
Should
Baker.
have been Britt Baker.
It
She'll
should have
get
been
one.
Britt.
Because Britt Baker was the only advertised female talent when they first had their press conference.
Mm-hmm.
That is true.
That
you know what? I'm with you on that. It could have very possibly been Britt Baker,
or it could have been, or it should have been their first champion. You know, one or the other. Like,
and then like pack the women's title in there because they should release all their belts. Because I can't wait to get my MJF title or my MJF figure because he's the fucking man. And then the Orange Cassidy figure that's going to be in Wave 3.
I'm sorry, if the Orange Cassidy figure can't put his hands in his pockets, don't buy it.
Oh, it does. It can. They said
it can.
Yes.
Nice.
Okay. Is that just because they're gonna give him cloth pants?
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
All right.
And there's gonna be the pockets, and he can just go. Yeah. Because they even gave him the hands that are like this.
Yeah. Yeah. Of course. Yeah. I hope they give him the lazy thumbs up too.
They are.
Okay. Good.
And then there's gonna be 3 Darby Allin figures. There's going to be the original one. There's going to be a black and white version. I think that's going to be the ringside collectible exclusive.
What?
And then there's another face paint version too.
And he's one that you can have fun with. So, I mean, that's
he's Jeff Hardy.
Yeah. Oh.
He is.
I mean,
am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong.
But he's there.
He's
Jeff Hardy.
Jeff Hardy. He's Jeff Hardy cross Tony Hawk.
I mean,
yeah.
I for one want my Luchasaurus figure. Like,
yes,
yeah. I want anyone who was in Lucha Underground, so I can just do a Lucha Underground wrestling figure fed.
Yeah,
that's basically all I want.
What is the other stuff? Oh, I want to get the Lucha Brothers. I can't wait. I've been waiting for Lucha Brother figure for a while, and I wasn't going to pay a ridiculous amount of money off of. Was that Super 7 or was that I forget what company, but I did just pre-order Matt Cardona and Brian Myers. Yeah, sorry, that my mind I just pre-ordered those Super 7 figures today. So,
any news on a Nyla Rose figure?
Nyla Rose? Who asked that question?
Partner.
I'd buy that.
I'd buy it, but I don't think that's gonna happen. If Nyla Rose, once they get the belt mold for the women's title, that's probably who it's gonna come with.
Okay.
Well, that belt mold's gonna be tiny, dude, because that belt is like super tiny. They need to get a new women's title because that thing is that's too small.
Yeah, that one did. That's probably the one that didn't win. I love the TNT belt. I think looks really good right now. Now that they finally finished it, but
I kind of liked how it looked before.
The original, the traditional look.
Yeah, I kind of liked that. I knew it wasn't finished, but I kind of liked how it looked better than how it looks now.
I really like the idea. Yeah, I really like the idea of Brody Lee having it, but I also like the idea of Cody defending it against indie workers, like just bringing people up, because
I think it did the thing, because I don't think you can do that open challenge for too long. Like Cena did the United States title open challenge for 2 months, right? Like I think it's the max you can do something like that before you need to mix it up.
I mean, I was going to drop Lee Moriarty's name and get a shot, but since he's probably going to wind up at Impact.
So who's that?
Lee Moriarty.
Oh yeah. So he's not signed. He just was there for a taping or something, right?
He was just hanging out. I don't know.
I don't know. I should probably just message him and ask. But
yeah, we probably shouldn't start rumors on the show.
Listen, I heard Lee Moriarty is going to be the next X Division champion. Let's just start good ones, okay?
Look, guys, as the grizzled vet on the show, I gotta tell you, he signed about a 20-year deal with Impact Wrestling. He's gonna be heavyweight champion in the next 6 months.
I did. I also heard.
Do you think Impact's gonna be around for 20 years?
Oh, I also hear that he gets paid in Canadian
coin.
Loonies and toonies.
Well, I told you about that one time I worked with them, and literally Scott D'Amore pulled out a wad that had Canadian money, and I'm like, oh god, am I getting paid in Canadian money right now?
Oh god, I love Scott D'Amore.
God, count all the Queen Victoria's sword.
Jeez, that is.
I want to get paid in Canadian money. That is one of my goals, is to go up to Canada with the good guys and us get paid in Canadian money, and I'll be like, I'm okay with this.
Well, also I was in Dayton, so.
Oh, that's even better.
But I mean, I'm sure he came from Canada, right? So.
Do you have to like go to like somewhere to get the currency changed in America?
Yeah, you'd have to. Oh, you could just deposit it in your bank. Like they'll take it, I believe, and just do the conversion. It's just in your bank. But I mean, it's not. So who knows what that exchange rate is these days with the way everything's going? I don't know. I can't go to Canada. Yeah,
Scott Moore is the best.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, dude, it was it's still one of my favorites was working with him and Josh Matthews. It was so cool to work with somebody that like has that like TV like mentality with things. And it was just like, oh yeah, we just do things this way. I was like, yeah, that makes sense.
Since you got like, you got to work at an Impact show, my question to you is it run like an indie company? Like, do they just say just do whatever the fuck you want?
In this case, because it was those crossover Twitch shows they were doing.
Yeah.
Like, it was basically just a Rockstar Pro show.
Oh, okay.
That had Impact guys on it. And we were broadcasting on Twitch. But also, I mean, and it got wild. Like, it was like, I don't know if you've seen any of them, but at one point, Callahan goes in the crowd with somebody, and I don't know where they're at because all my guys are tethered at ringside. And we didn't get a heads up. And I'm sure when they do actual TV, it's maybe a little more structured. But all of a sudden, it's like, oh, where is he? Oh, where is he? Oh, there he is. Oh, that's my head. Oh, no, he's right behind me.
That's awesome.
So
don't you hate when that happens?
It was wild. It was still, I know a lot of those guys got thrown under the bus with a lot of stuff lately, and that fucking sucks that they suck. But those were some of the most fun shows that and wild shows that I've ever worked, and it was always a good time.
Since we're talking about Impact, didn't Eric Young just win the heavyweight title or something like that?
Yeah, that's what I hear.
So what happened? I love Eric Young, dude.
Good for him.
The fact that WWE did nothing with Eric Young pissed me off so bad.
I'm hoping he's a guy that was like one of those vet guys that just could be there to help. Kind of situations. I think so. I think when you see a guy that's been around that long and they come in and then like Adam Pearce is like a backstage guy. Great to see him doing stuff now, right?
Oh yeah.
So, but it's always as long as like it's a good for them and they dig the environment. Always happy to see a guy that's been like working their ass off for 20 years like that or 10 years or whatever, just being there and able to seeing Sanjay doing stuff is great too.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it also makes sense because Eric Young was made in Impact.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, he was born and bred there almost, basically.
I like, because Adam Pearce is getting a lot of TV time lately. The past couple weeks, right?
I think he's in charge of Retribution.
That'd be pretty awesome.
I don't know why. I have that feeling, like, because they're introducing him as kind of an authority figure in a sense, but it doesn't seem like he has any actual power or authority.
Mm-hmm.
So it wouldn't shock me if he was behind this whole Retribution stuff.
I was really excited to see Abyss do that little skit with AJ.
God.
Like, that was perfect. I wish they would have kept doing that. But I guess AJ has COVID right now.
Yeah,
so.
I was going to say they can't do it now because AJ's got the...
No. He doesn't have it now. He had it like a month ago.
Oh.
He's what came out. Rock also just got over it. So
yeah, his whole family got it at a party, didn't they, or something like that?
Yeah, well, they said just friends came over to hang out. And they were strict, and so listen. Not to get too COVID-y, but we are just the whatever the fuck episode right now.
I mean, we should talk about it because I was literally around like 100 and some people last week. That did not get COVID.
Watch out for you. But
yeah, seriously, everybody stay away from me for a while.
Yeah,
it's probably for the best.
Well, I'm not going to. I just broke somebody I wasn't coming to a show Sunday because I'm doing a lot of stuff in 2 days. And I'm going to go do a show thing on Saturday. I think I need to. You guys just like take these breaks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like I just did a lot of stuff that was around a lot of people. So I need to break out from that and see where things are. But go ahead.
The way I look at it right now, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, buddy. I'm sorry.
Right.
The way I look at it is like it's been a week, and like I haven't had any like symptoms or anything like that. So I'm pretty sure I didn't get COVID.
Likely, yeah. Take it easy for another week, but you should be okay.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't know if asymptomatic's officially a thing anymore, but I also just recently got scared of flushing my toilet in public. So, but
a story, please.
That I was gonna say that has to be for entirely.
Oh no, that
reasons.
was a discussion about. You know, it's great. I was considering whether or not I just noticed this. I was considering whether or not this was going to go out on the podcast, and I realized that I'm not recording it properly. So stream, you're just going to get this exclusively right now. By the way,
This is it.
I think that's fine.
Yeah.
But the toilet thing, and then I have to go back to the rock thing. Okay, keep me honest. So the toilet thing is the idea that when you flush the toilet, the shit goes everywhere, literally, right?
Yeah.
Like you basically aerosol shit. Put the damn lid on it, down on it, because your shit's getting everywhere, and I don't appreciate it, roommates. But. But
Hey,
you
Sorg,
get
I
an
know
idea.
you like to think your shit don't stink, but the roses still smell like poo. Ooh, ooh.
But then public bathrooms and things like that you may be concerned with, right? So now you aerosol it, and that includes fecal matter supposed to carry it and everything like that, and that's a germaphobe problem as far as I'm concerned. And now I'm afraid of public restrooms, more so than I was already concerned. So
I would be. I would be. Let's see.
And
don't shit at a rest stop. Don't do that, people. No. Don't do that. Don't shit at the mall. Don't do that.
No. So Ronnie, what am I going to do when I go hit the road in an RV for 3 weeks in November?
Bring a lot of bags.
Well, yeah. No. Are you going to be able to shit on your RV?
Like undetermined.
You guys didn't get the water hooked up in the RV yet?
We're gonna make stops. It's got a thing, and we can do a dump thing, and like
okay.
Like there's
That's what she said.
Yeah.
But so here's what you got to do when you're on the road for 3 months. Is that what it's going to be?
No, 3 weeks.
Oh, are you going to do all that in 3 weeks?
What?
That's cross country in 3 weeks, bro.
Oh, we're gonna get there in 3 days and take our time coming back.
Well, you better stop at all like the scenery, like go see like Mount Rushmore and like the Grand Canyon and the world's biggest ball of twine and like all that shit, dude.
I mean, I've already been to the world's largest teapot. So
I was just joking. I didn't really think you were gonna stop at any of those sideshow things.
What? Hey, I want to find who was it? Wasn't Gregor Irons sitting on a dinosaur in Colorado? I want to find that dinosaur.
I can Google right now.
There you go. Or
Giant
also we could message Gregory and say, "Where's that dinosaur you sat on? I want to find it."
Jeez. We could
all these people. It's
dinosaur.
not like these aren't untouchable people out there. We could completely message like we have Facebook connections.
Excuse me for wanting to Google something, sir.
So, if I listen hard enough to Mike's tapping, I can figure out like dial tones what he's typing in about Raw.
So really, you want to guess?
No, I can't. I don't have that
Morse
skill,
code.
but somebody does. So,
I just feel like going like this just to join in with Mike, just like tap my computer.
Hold on.
Like, sorry guys, we're gonna make music with our tapping of the keyboards.
And I have to get back to the rock thing, but I'm also this close to starting an ASMR YouTube page.
Nice.
Just to see if it'll do well.
Cool.
But we'll have fun with it. Like we will, Badger will do things, and because she's like pretty much a pro. I don't how she hasn't started her own ASMR thing. I like just start a YouTube page, put something ASMR, do things, mouth sounds, whatever you want. Okay, just find things, make those noises, put it out there, and I think the algorithm will do the rest. Just
it'll
profit.
I mean, yeah, anyone can start their own ASMR thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we've practically done it on several different Patreons that we've had.
Absolutely.
Hey, man, how do you get to Carnegie Hall? Practice. You just gotta
practice. Take a left.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for quoting Last Action Hero. I appreciate you.
You're welcome.
Glad we're on the same page on that. Great movie.
Mm-hmm.
So,
all right, favorite Arnold Schwarzenegger movie.
Jingle All the Way.
What?
Ooh.
Jingle All the Way.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's got two.
I mean, I guess I'm pretty straight up, but I mean, as a movie or as a Schwarzenegger movie, like Terminator 2 holds up pretty well.
It does. Terminator 2 is the best Terminator.
Mm-hmm.
Like the first one isn't even that good, but the second one was just spot on. That's all you needed. It's so good.
All the feels.
I think my favorite Arnold movie might be True Lies.
Oh, True Lies.
I need to rewatch True Lies.
What about
my memory berries are very
no,
nice. Armageddon.
What was that? What was that 2020 End of the World movie?
End of Days. End of Days.
End of Days. End of Days.
Yeah, a very a very new metal soundtrack. I recall.
Wasn't that the one he was plugging when he was on SmackDown and he punched Triple H in the face?
Very likely.
Was that? Do you guys remember? Since we're talking about like End of the World stuff, do you guys remember that Bruce Willis game? That it was like the end of the world.
Yeah, Apocalypse or something. Yeah, no, that came up in social media recently because it was it was on the original PlayStation. And one of the first. It was one of the early ones that had they scanned his face and mapped it to your shitty PlayStation model.
Technically, it didn't look like him at all.
No.
And the game was garbage, but there was one level where he faced a rock star. And, like, the song was, like, the greatest rock song I ever heard. Like, the game was a good idea. Like, great idea. I think they should remake the game.
The game is literally just called Apocalypse.
Yeah.
That's it. Just Apocalypse.
Spoiler alert, if you guys don't remember how the game went, if anybody played it, because I remember renting it from Blockbuster when I was little. He faces the bad guy at the end of the game. But the bad guy's soul goes into his body, and then he ends up becoming, like, the bad guy.
As you do.
And that's the end of the movie. Welcome to the 90s.
Well, also amazing. Also on that, and games I played, like Die Hard Trilogy, did not have anything that looked like Bruce Willis. Like, look at this. Look at this.
I love Die Hard. Wait, Die Hard Trilogy, are you talking about, like, the one where it's all, like, blocky Tekken figures and you just randomly pick up rocket launchers and shit?
Yeah, that's the one of them. Then one of them's like a first-person shoot up an airport one, which that doesn't fly today.
Was that?
and then there was the
I'm
one.
not gonna say what I was gonna say.
The Die Hard 3 was just like you in the car with Samuel L. Jackson yelling at you, which wasn't really him.
Yeah, wasn't that just a driving game?
Yeah, it was just a driving game.
Which, can't you get Sam Jackson on, like, Waze now? So you can actually recreate that?
You got Batman around. We got Kevin Conroy Batman right now, so...
I'm excited.
Oh, really? I gotta get that.
So here's how I am. I turned it on, heard of maybe do turns for a while, and I was like, it's not Kevin Conroy, it's just an angry guy. And then I found out in the story later, no, that's Kevin Conroy. I'm like, oh, okay. But
you're like, all right.
Sorry, just put, like, when you do that, put in directions to the Gotham Comedy Club. You don't have to go there. Just say, you're going to the Gotham Comedy Club.
No, he won't do that. He won't do that. He's not. They don't go that deep with it.
What's up?
Oh yeah, he's got a meeting. He's got a meeting happening right now.
Hold on.
Is the wife doing running?
Uh-oh.
No, I'm just turning my camera off.
Okay.
Yeah.
Speaking of games that are coming out, Tony Hawk 1 and 2 is getting released tomorrow.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to buy that yet.
I'm going to Walmart after work tomorrow to get that.
Do you think that all the cheat codes will still be on that game?
Yes, 100%.
Because if the hoverboard mode is on that again, then I'm gonna have to buy it.
Oh, it's 100% on there. They just made the animation look better, dude. Like the game is the way it was.
Okay, so all the cheat. Well, I mean, it's not entirely the way it was because I guarantee I won't be able to play as Spider-Man or Wolverine on it.
Oh no, you won't. But you'll get like the hoverboard and like shit like that. I'm pretty sure.
Okay, so
I'll let you know tomorrow when I put it in the system. And
please do. Let me know because I want like hoverboard, perfect balance, perfect grind, perfect manual. Because that was how I used to like stress relief and like whenever the game was out, like just do 15-minute long runs.
Dude, I cannot wait to hear Superman tomorrow. As soon as I put it on, I hear like, yeah.
I'm just busting out my
yeah.
Well, listen, man. While you guys are busting out your new thing, I'm just gonna bust out my PlayStation and just play the old one.
Oh, dude, we should do a side-by-side comparison.
We should just if I wasn't doing the live stream tomorrow for tabletop, I would probably be like, let's just play the original guys.
Well,
dude,
it's gonna be weird
because
this is the first time you'll be able to play it with a stick. Because it was D-pad when it was out the first time.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I wonder
maybe they'll just keep it as the buttons, and they won't even give you the stick. Maybe they're like, you have to use the buttons.
I think you have both options.
Really?
Yeah.
You guys remind me. I want to grab my Elgato and try some stuff at home tonight.
Nice.
I've been.
You should.
I have 3 days left to play Red Dead Redemption 2. I'm not going to beat it. So on Game Pass, I was like, oh no, the time ran out on this one. So I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to pick up after that.
Did you put some serious hours into that though?
I just got into chapter 3. Not real bad. Not real bad.
Yeah.
But I'm just not willing to drop $40 on it with my gold discount. So, but I did pick up. Well, first I got into Arkham Knight right before I realized the time was running out on this one, because I don't know how long things last on Game Pass in general, right? So I'm just like, what should I hop up on? It's not gonna go away halfway through me playing it. So I picked up Gotham Knight in the second Tomb Raider remake, The Rise of Tomb Raider. It was like $7. So I'm gonna do that, because I keep seeing, like, I think Shadow of the Tomb Raider's on Game Pass, and I'm like, well, I haven't played the second one, so I'm just making the connection. So it's because I can't jump back into Assassin's Creed. Origins wore me out, man.
I just never got into the Assassin's Creed games.
I miss real Assassin's Creed. And thankfully, I blew through those last several games, so I can go back and do all the side stuff I want. So I'm going to go just hang out in London, and where you got the Batman grappling hook situation going on there. It's and do missions for Charles Dickens. Yeah, I'm good with this.
Wait, you do missions for Charles Dickens?
Charles Dickens and Charles Darwin. Charles Dickens and Darwin, whatever his first name. Is it Charles?
It's like the Darwin effect or something like that.
Yeah, and who was the guy, the inventor guy? There was some inventor that, is it Bell? Is Bell British or was he American?
Alexander Graham Bell?
Yeah, no, that can't be the guy.
No, I'm pretty sure he's American.
It's somebody who invents something, and he keeps hitting on the sister. So
that's not ideal.
It's because you play twins, and you can switch between the two twins.
He's trying to ring that bell, man.
Yeah, he's trying to ring that bell. It's fun, dude. Like Syndicate is the pinnacle Assassin's Creed. It like before they just like reinvented the whole thing, and it's just, I got to halfway through Origins, and I'm like, I haven't snuck up on anybody. I haven't like hidden in a crowd. I'm just like riding around and killing shit, which is fine. But it's not my Assassin's Creed, man. And I hear the Odyssey doesn't have even the assassin knife in it. So
it's like me putting Vice City into the PlayStation and just driving around killing people and blowing shit up.
Well, yeah.
See, I would like to play these games, but I've never played them, because I know I wouldn't stick with them long enough to finish them, but I just want to do all the fun shit that you can just randomly
and you could. You really could. Listen, man, I could pop in Red Dead Redemption 2 and just hunt. I'm always like, I'm just gonna hunt grizzly bears, because that's what you can do. You know, really, you know what you need to do, Mike? Like honestly, like pick up Red Dead Redemption, pick up GTA 5, and just play the online stuff.
I heard the online gameplay for Grand Theft Auto is ridiculous.
Mm-hmm. It's nuts.
There's like shark mode. You can become a shark and eat people.
Even back then, I picked it up late for the 360, and Gowan texts me. He's just like, yeah, man, just play online. And I've almost never done it because I have so much fun with the main game. So I don't know.
I rarely play stuff online, like unless it's purely online, like Rocket League or something like that.
Yeah. One to call out, and this is a Game Pass game, Bleeding Edge, I think it's called. It's like a 5-on-5 game, and it's a lot of fun. It has some really good character design in it.
Bleeding Edge?
Bleeding Edge, I believe, is the name of it. It's I've seen it on Game Pass. I think it's also on like the NVIDIA GeForce stuff. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick. Make sure I got that name right. It was on the xCloud preview. It's on PC, console. So, and this, Mike, do you have a very gameable? What systems do you have again over there?
I have an Xbox One and a Switch.
Oh,
Ooh.
well, there you go. Like,
yeah, I'm contemplating getting the PS5 when it comes out.
ooh, you gotta get that Spider-Man.
Yeah, because I'm tired of
Miles
not being
Morales.
able to play Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm real tired of it because I want Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
I want to play as Leonard Q Spider-Man. Like, I just need it. I don't know.
I don't think that's how that goes, but okay.
Guys, I googled Bleeding Edge, which the game looks amazing, but when you type in bleeding before you put anything else,
Mm-hmm.
some really weird shit comes up when you type in
you end
bleeding.
up on a list, I think.
Literally, I'm not going to tell you guys what came up, but
Let's see. Though. Kansas.
yeah,
I'm currently not going to type that.
That's interesting.
just let it go.
I think it's
I was like, why is Kansas bleeding? Like,
Isn't that a country band or a song?
I mean, it started with the video games, thankfully. So, no.
Yeah, and then it just went downhill from there. You got like bleeding anus. You had like bleeding Kansas.
No, I didn't have that.
Guys, check it out. I gave MODOK the Mind Stone. Oh wait, hold on.
We don't got visuals, yo.
There we go.
Okay.
I gave MODOK the Mind Stone.
Why would you do that?
Why not?
That's a terrible idea, and you know it.
Yeah, I do. But you know what? I also like to live dangerously. So.
I too like to live dangerously.
So you have 21, sir. Like, they literally won't let you hit on that, I don't think.
I want to play that bleeding game. It looks good.
Yeah, it looks good.
But that's only for Xbox, right?
It's on PC as well. I don't know if it's a Microsoft exclusive. So I the cool thing about it is if it's a Microsoft game, and I forgot that Battletoads was a Rare game, which makes it a Microsoft game.
Oh, Battletoads.
That popped up on there a few weeks ago. That is a fun play.
Excuse me?
There's a new Battletoads, sir.
Why is this just coming to my attention?
Oh no! Hold on, is my Twitch feed up from a couple weeks ago? Because I was playing the first like couple levels. You can find me losing my damn mind, trying to get through the speed bike levels.
Was it a remake or did they just do a brand new game?
It's a brand new game.
Oh.
Absolutely brand new game. No, all this is just me riding a horse. Also, Red Dead Redemption. There's a lot of riding a horse.
I like it.
Like I'm just going to man. These do not keep videos for too long on here, do they? Yeah, because all there's 2.5 hours of me riding a horse in Red Dead Redemption.
I mean, what else am I gonna do with my time?
Yeah, there you go.
You know what I mean?
By the way, gorgeous game. I don't even have like a newer Xbox One. I have like the original. Gorgeous game. It looks amazing.
Red Dead or Battletoads?
Red Dead. Battletoads is different. Battletoads is not gorgeous. It's more. But it's great.
I feel like once the new Xbox comes out, I can buy an Xbox One for pretty cheap.
Yeah. No reason not to.
So that's what I'm gonna wait.
No reason not to. They'll have they will have a cheaper no disc version or standard-ish version. That'll probably be better than the original Xbox, but you can probably find the used ones for pretty cheap too.
Oh, I'll just get like I'll pay for the season pass and I'll just download games.
If you're just like I'm just playing this on my tube TV with the converter, I'm good.
Yeah, I don't care. I don't need. This is 2020, man. I don't need the discs.
Yeah,
anymore.
No. I have not bought.
I like the disc.
I appreciate
like it,
dude. But once you're used to like booting it up and like, oh, I gotta get up and put a disc in. I
I
did.
mean,
No, I mean, I have some games downloaded on my Switch.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm gonna buy Tony Hawk tomorrow on disc, and that's gonna be the last disc game I ever buy, because I just want to be like, okay, the last disc I ever bought was the first game I ever bought, and that was Tony Hawk Pro Skater. So I'm good. Like, that's it.
There you go. There you go. I did buy the Transformers game, Devastation, a few weeks ago because you can't buy it digitally right now. Because
Really?
Activision, what's one of those? The same way you can't buy Marvel games that were on Activision or Ninja Turtle games that were Ubisoft. When they lose the license, they pull the games. Yeah. So even though you put the disc in, you guys realize it doesn't matter if you have the disc or not. Like, depending, you still download like half the game when you put the disc in.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't, like, you're nobody's going to be able to take their discs and just throw it in an Xbox like 10 years from now if they decide they don't want to support that game anymore. That will be the interesting thing to happen. So,
yes, I would kill for a remastered Turtles in Time game.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you and me both, buddy.
Wait.
I know they did it like 8 years ago.
Yeah, I have it.
Oh, it's still on your system?
It's on my system still, yeah.
Because it was on my I had it for... It was on PlayStation 3, right?
It's on the 360, so PlayStation 3 should be the same.
PlayStation 3.
Yeah. Well, you can't buy it, but if you had it, it's driving
there forever.
It's driving me nuts because I swear I bought the Scott Pilgrim game. I swear I
feel
bought
like
that.
you know what? I think I bought that on my Xbox 360.
Yeah, I thought I did too.
It doesn't transfer.
Not to the one, but I can still re-download it on the 360.
I think they're redoing it.
I'm upset that it doesn't transfer onto my one though.
Yeah, there was
I had the Simpsons game on there too.
Yeah, and I never picked up the Ninja Turtles original arcade game either. No, some of them do, some of them don't. It depends. They didn't do a full conversion, so hopefully they'll still, and they're not going to convert stuff that was licensed like that. So
I think they're redoing the Scott Pilgrim game.
I heard a rumor as well, like for a 10-year anniversary.
Yeah, and I'll buy it because that game was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll still YouTube it and I'll still watch the whole gameplay.
Okay, I think Ninja Theory that did Bleeding Edge, I believe they're an Xbox thing. I think they're on Microsoft. They owned or they have a deal with them. Yeah, they are part of Xbox Game Studio, so that is a Microsoft only thing.
Well, you know what that means, guys. Black Friday, I'm gonna get a cheap ass Xbox One.
Mm-hmm. Dude, the games.
Ronnie, that means we'll finally be able to play games online.
Those there you go. Those Xbox Game Studio games are really good. Like they did that thing of like, hey, here's a bunch of games, and all of them are coming to Game Pass a couple months ago, and I was like, these are like, I'm good with Microsoft, guys. Like this is pretty great.
I remember you bragging to me about like the Microsoft Online Pass, and I got so excited because you told me about some game, and I'm like, oh god, I need to play it, and I'm like, can I play it on the internet? You're like, yeah, and then I'm like, I don't have Xbox, and you're like, oh, sorry.
But do you have?
I see all this Fall Guys stuff, and I'm like, God, I want to play.
Yeah, it's like $20 on Steam. It's like $20 on Steam too. Like, but everybody has it.
I'm not doing Steam.
I do.
No one's gonna convince me to do Steam. I'd have to buy a new laptop.
My problem is I don't know that it's crossplay, so I don't know if I could play with my friends. If it's like Rocket League where I can just hop in, then let's do it. Right? I don't care. What
was that website you told me about? The download like those He-Man games, and that.
I can't remember the name of it. But there's some updates to that. You started throwing like Thundercats in there too.
Yeah, dude.
Game Jolt.
Game Jolt?
I believe. GameJolt.com. Indie games. You go on there and you can find things like Ninja Turtle games, fan-made Ninja Turtle games, fan-made He-Man games, Thundercats games.
Yeah, I tried to download one of those onto my old laptop, and it just like noped out on me like I've never seen. I'm like, okay. This sadly isn't going to work for me.
Oh yeah, this is great. I still have it loaded on this one computer over here. It's just like that they brought it all in. It looks just like the cel-shaded stuff from before. Oh, they've added a lot of characters to this. Holy hell!
I like how somebody questioned, is Game Jolt a virus? Game Jolt answer is, as Game Jolt, we stand for what the client does not contain any viruses of any kind of malware. It's like, oh, thanks, Game Jolt.
Now, your mileage may vary because like these are fan-made games. Like I had a problem where I beat so many levels in the Ninja Turtle game, and then there was like you got stuck. So,
Okay.
like there literally was nowhere else to go, and I was like, I guess I'm at the end of the game. Or I don't know.
You're like, I guess we're done then.
Yeah, I guess that's it. Like some of these like very Super Nintendo looking, like this Avengers United Battle Force. I don't know. That looks a little questionable, maybe. So, but
The Mandalorian Season 2 premieres on October 30th.
yeah,
I thought it was before that.
Nope.
I don't. As long as it's happening, I don't care when it is.
Like Google, that's the first thing that popped up on Google. Like, by the way, I was like, oh shit.
Did you guys happen to see the Nintendo announcement today?
Mario Sunshine, Mario 64, and what was the other one?
Galaxy.
Well, Galaxy is a good game.
Mm-hmm.
They're all good games.
Somebody was shitting on it today.
I haven't played Sunshine in ages.
Galaxy alone. I haven't played a lot of
like
Sunshine.
I played Mario 64 more recently than I played Sunshine.
I had a conversation with one of the guys from Real Shoot. He was shitting on the Mario games, and I said, "I'm like, bro, don't make me come down there and kick your ass."
He was shooting on it?
He was shitting on it. He's like, "Oh, they're fucking terrible games." I'm like, "I'll go down there and beat the shit out of you. Don't think I won't."
So one of the great things is I actually got an explanation about what the Real Shoot Wrestling name means today.
Yeah.
About where it came from. Which I will not. By the way, that will be an interview that will be dropping about 6 p.m. tomorrow on IndieWrestling.us properties. So nice teaser for the 3 people that are probably watching this right now. What I do with my chat room? Hold on a second. And we're like, what the fuck are these guys up to? Oh, God.
Who said that?
What's that?
Who said what the fuck are you guys up to?
Well, I'm just speaking for my audience right now. So
I guess Tim's still watching. Hey Tim, your interview is going to drop at 6 p.m. tomorrow.
I don't think I told him when it was going to drop. Well, initially,
surprised him.
I typically throw them up at 10 o'clock, but that's also the time his thing is. So,
yes.
And we're doing the tabletop thing starting at around 7. So it's like, well, I should probably drop this at 6. Let's just do that. It advertises his thing. You got to think fifth dimensionally when you're doing these advertising things.
We don't want to confuse everybody.
I knew I was in the right audience for that. Hey guys, we are live right now, by the way.
This isn't pre-taped. Okay, this
is not Memorex.
But Real Shoot's gonna be a good show tomorrow. We're on this week's episode.
Excellent.
We have a tag match. I forget who we faced, but we had a tag match. Can't fucking remember.
Yeah.
Good guys.
Now I have fucking Tony Hawk songs in my head. Only like the snippets that I actually listen to before I put on something else.
What about something about a beat up truck ride? Oh, ride. That song. And Jimmy was a race car driver. He tried his goddamn best. And then what the hell else was there?
What the hell?
All the soundtracks are great.
So what do you think had a better soundtrack, Tony Hawk or Crazy Taxi?
Crazy Taxi. I mean, I remember having the game. That wasn't GameCube. That was Dreamcast.
It was on everything since the Dreamcast, man.
Wow.
It really was.
I miss my Dreamcast.
Do you think Dreamcasts are still out there to buy? Like I haven't seen a
Oh yeah, you can find it.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I go to the exchange and no exchanges have Dreamcasts.
Hell, I got a spare. I don't know if it works really, but
oh, we gotta try it out, pal. It needs to be done.
I also have a stack of so I bought one time, and this was like 20 years ago, so I don't think I'll care. Somebody had an entire spindle of Dreamcast games that they burned because it was really easy to hack the games to be able to use.
Oh yeah.
More or less. and he sold me a steering wheel for a Dreamcast. I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't need a steering wheel. I was like, well, I'll throw in all these pirated games, and officially you're just paying for the steering wheel instead of pirated games. I'm like, all right.
You're like, I'll take it.
Like, all right. That's you drive a hard bargain, and I'm helping a friend out. So okay.
Hey, as long as somebody got money, I don't see anything wrong there.
Is that really how that?
Yeah, no, that's
Sure,
my mindset. Because let's be honest, we all pirated things when we were younger.
I mean, yeah, I'm sad that I can't just throw in some of the discs that I have from the PC era. Like, I can't just throw my Quake disc in and work. My Resident Evil, original Resident Evil game required a 3DFX card. So, on Windows 98. Although I do have Resident Evil Director's Cut on my PlayStation Mini, which is the only mini console I have because it's the only one I could afford. Because, damn, you guys are crazy with your mini consoles. But $100 for a TurboGrafx 16? Are you kidding me?
You gotta take that thing. Those systems, are those ones where it's like a multiple thing? Like it has Nintendo 64, Sega. Are those what you're talking about?
No, I'm talking about the ones where like Sony released the official mini, like Nintendo had the mini NES.
Oh,
stuff.
okay.
Like they're basically a Raspberry Pi. Let's be honest about it. But they're like the official one. Yeah.
Do you remember the old Nintendo? And I'm not talking about the brick. I'm talking about it was white, and then it had like the red switches, and you just stick the cartridges on top.
That was the later one because they released it.
Yeah, that was the new NES.
Yeah, one. They released it because turns out that whole switch idea in the toaster didn't work too well after a few years. So
it's in my shed somewhere. I want to actually see.
What, you have one?
I have one. Yes.
Oh, you bastard!
I'll go in there and look for it, and then like we'll see if it still works.
Oh my god, you could get so much money for that.
Really?
Probably.
Guys, it's not in my shed. Do not come to my house and break into my shed.
We don't know where you live. I don't know where you live.
That is true. It's like that time Kayla came over and she found those Hasbros in my shed, and I gave her the most expensive Hasbros for nothing.
Jeez.
Like that black-tided Shawn Michaels that goes for like $400. And I'm like, yeah, it's yours, man. Just put it in your collection. It's fine.
I still need to recover my GoBots, unfortunately. I'm so sad about that. But the thing it's the only thing that had a problem. Everything else is in fine condition, like for being stored for 20 years. Like,
I mean, do they just need a fig bath, or are they just falling apart?
I think most of them. Some of them probably weren't great. Because I definitely played with the GoBots more than the Transformers, just because they were a little more indestructible. But they were also really easy to get stepped on, like Hot Wheels. So there's a couple.
Do you guys remember Food Fighters?
Yes. Which, food for thought. No pun intended, but definitely intended. They're really expensive now. Like, they're hard to find. Yeah.
That's unfortunate. I had a whole bunch of I wish I had just saved all of my toys.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah.
It sucks because when you think about it, I'm pretty sure all of us have owned every Ninja Turtle or every Ghostbuster figure, or all this stuff from the 90s and the early 80s or the late 80s, and I wish we still had them.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, it's been so hard. It's been so hard, getting that whole Kenner collection. I waited to the end to get the expensive stuff. It was bad.
Yeah.
I had the Technodrome. I had the Sewer Lair. Yeah. I had the Cheapskate. I had the Turtle Van. I slept with my Turtle Blimp.
Did you?
I literally slept with it one night.
Did you have the one pizza one where he sits on top of it? It's a pizza shooter.
Yep. Absolutely. I used to terrorize my dog with that thing. It was great.
By the way, did you guys see Batman versus Ninja Turtles?
Yes, it was very good.
They brought that back, where it actually fired manhole covers that looked like pizzas.
It was good.
I loved it.
I have the toys from that.
The toys, I don't know.
They were weird.
Yeah. I hope they make a sequel of that, though, because the post credit scene ended up with a Joker Shredder.
Yeah.
There's at least 3 editions of that, I think, in the comic books.
They're
So there's a lot to
I
play
want
with.
them to make the Power Rangers and Ninja Turtles. Or is that what that was? Yeah, Power Rangers and Ninja Turtles crossover. I want that to be a cartoon, and I want them to make figures of that because I really want a Green Ranger Shredder, like really fucking bad. Because did you see the art concept for that whole thing? Like, it's amazing. Does speaking of turtles, does anybody know if the Last Ronin dropped yet? You know about the Last Ronin?
No, is that like one of their comics?
Yeah, it's supposed to be. All the turtles are dead except for one. Which
it's Raph, right?
It's Mikey.
Oh, okay. I haven't heard of this. I don't know if it's out yet though.
Yeah, well, they accidentally spoiled that it was Mikey, but I mean, which I expect to be Mikey, honestly, because they killed Donatello like 6 times. There was a point where Donnie was a robot, and then there was a point where they melted Donnie's face off, and like just weird shit. I mean, it makes sense because like normal people don't like Donatello.
Hey!
Oh, you were a Donnie guy?
Fuck yourself. I love Donatello. Well, all right. I mean, you're also saying I'm not normal, which fair.
Well, I wasn't insulting you. I apologize, but I was a Raph guy, so.
My taste in turtles has changed over the years.
Who's your favorite turtle now?
Donatello.
Okay.
It was never Leo.
No,
never Leo.
Leo was never really the leader, and I don't care what he says. Raph was the leader the entire time, so everybody kissed my ass.
Wow.
Yeah.
Lots of strong opinion truth bombs dropping right here.
I could be saying other things and get me in trouble, so let's just stick with this. Oh, freaking! Speaking of turtles, since we're on the subject, guys, we've been like going topic to topic to topic to topic. It's great.
That's fine.
This is Ronnie. You realize this is what we do on Mondays, right?
In my defense, I'm usually half asleep or like I'm just oblivious to anything that's going on in life. So NECA tomorrow. Did you guys see the accessory pack that I shared on my Facebook?
No.
I don't believe I saw it. No.
All right, there's an accessory pack. It's new turtle heads for all the turtles. There's a TV with April on it, which, spoiler, by the end of the year they're coming out with an April O'Neil figure.
Now, hold on. Which April O'Neil?
First movie.
Okay.
Halloween Town April.
Okay, so Paige Turco. Got it.
Yeah. And what else is coming out? And then, well, so they're doing a movie pack tomorrow with like a bunch of the baby turtles are going to be in there with a pizza box of pizza and like stuff like that. And then a cartoon thing tomorrow. They're releasing the diorama.
Oh, that's fun.
And it's like the whole cityscape from the cartoon. But I'm not dropping $150 on a diorama. Sorry, NECA. That shit, it's just not happening. But the accessory pack is happening tomorrow when it drops at noon. But I thought I was done having to get turtle stuff for the year. I was like, all right, I got the April pack. I'm good. I'm not gonna drop anything else. And then they said that. And then in October they're dropping the Krang body, the wrestling Krang body. You know what I'm fucking talking about?
The wrestling Krang body?
Where he the big android, the Krang android.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
They're releasing that in October, late October. So I'm like, and I thought it was done, and I'm like, yeah, and they're like, no, there's a couple more things, and I'm like, fuck. I'm like, all right, guys, you got me.
I thought that was supposed to be a New York Comic Con exclusive.
Oh, I guarantee it. Because that just got canceled like 2 weeks ago, right? They're canceling everything.
You got me. There's two major sets. My Grayskull is not great because it's never had any of the bells and whistles with it because it was secondhand. But I want to break out the sewer playset and the Hall of Justice.
Oh, speaking of Hall of Justice, bro. I went to an antique shop out in Cincinnati, and they had the Hall of Justice complete for $75, but I didn't buy it. and that's the cheapest I've ever seen it.
Mm-hmm.
And then like I was just like, oh.
I'll put mine together. It was over by the GoBots, but it's up on a shelf, so I think it's okay.
Dude, get in there, man. Bust that thing out.
Yeah, yeah. I also have randomly one of those Secret Wars towers. Again, I think it was incomplete, but it was like the Doom Tower or something. So,
Nice.
but I don't know. Secret Wars were such bullshit. I think I should still have the shields with the you move them and the image changes kind of thing.
Which Secret Wars are you talking about? The Spider-Man animated Secret Wars? That story arc? Or are you just talking about the toys in general?
No, I'm talking about the original ones. Like they made Secret Wars so they could do a toy line.
Yeah.
Yeah, like those ones where they had like 4 of them. I wish I had like a Magneto, because back then I didn't know what the hell a Magneto was until like the 90s, and I'm like, shit, Magneto's what kind? Like, I wish I would have had that figure, right? I don't think I had I don't think I had I think there was a Wolverine too. Like I had like Captain America, maybe a Doctor Doom, and a Spider-Man for the longest time. And I don't know if I picked a couple others up since. So, yeah. But
you gotta love the old. Was that Kenner that did all that stuff? Kenner owned everything back then.
Kenner did the superpowers guys.
Then who did? Was it Toy Wiz or?
It might have been
Toy Biz.
Toy Biz, I think.
And then Marvel just decided to have their own toy line at one point.
Mm-hmm.
So they were doing wrestling
looking up.
figures.
Let's see. I'm looking at the Hall of Justice. That was definitely a Kenner, according to what I'm looking up here, and that was great. That was my introduction into. I think that was a big introduction for me into major comics, because each one of those came with a comic book.
Mm-hmm.
Between them and Masters of the Universe coming with comic books, that was the greatest thing. That's what got me into your toy line, is if there was a comic book.
Nice.
Let's see, or I watched it after school apparently.
It's like waking up Saturday mornings and like all these cartoons are on. Like these kids just don't even know what we had that they'll never have.
I mean, they have it in a different way, you know.
Yeah.
You want to know what we did on Friday night to kind of reminisce about the old days?
What's that?
We found on Hulu that a lot of the TGIF shows are on Hulu. Mm-hmm. So me and the fiance, we each picked 2 shows to watch, and we each looked up how many seasons each show had. Mm-hmm. So we picked random season, random episode, and we just did a TGIF block.
Which one of you picked? Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
That would be the fiance.
Which one did you pick?
She picked Sabrina and Family Matters.
Ooh.
I picked Step by Step and Hanging with Mr. Cooper.
Ooh. Step by Step was a really good show.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was weird. We ended up we got like a Christmas episode, a Halloween episode, and the Step by Step episode was where it was like a noir episode where Cody was a detective.
I know what you're talking about. I know exactly what you're talking about. You know what? When we get off here, I'm going to go watch it on
Hulu. We were just upset they took Boy Meets World off of...
well, it's on Disney Plus now, so...
Secret Wars was a Mattel thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Mattel, okay.
Yeah. What did Mattel do? I can't remember.
Barbie?
Well...
He-Man?
Dude, do you know what line I really want to collect that I can't find anywhere? I want the Darkwing Duck figures. And they're non-existent. Like, literally, they've either been tossed out by everybody, or collectors are just like, no, we're keeping these.
My cousin, and I wonder if he still has them, had like a bunch of them. Big.
Just be like, hey, I have a buddy who wants your Darkwing Duck figures. He'll pay handsomely for them.
There you go. Jeez.
I missed my old Teen Titans figures. I gotten like, man, I just want all of them back. I want the whole set.
Mm-hmm. Are we talking like the old school cloth ones? Or are we talking about like the 2000s Teen Titan?
No, the 2000s.
Okay.
Like that was really what got me back into comics, just in general.
Mm-hmm.
And I bought some of them, but it was weird. They all came in 2-packs. So you had to buy like at least 5 packs to collect the whole team.
Mm-hmm.
And I know I had them at some point, but God, now I just wish I had them to display.
Mm-hmm. That's a big thing. Like, I wish we were more responsible as kids. I mean, Sorg took care of his toys, apparently, so...
Well, my dad always said, like, hold on to it, take care of it. It might be worth something someday.
Did I ever tell you?
And I saw how other kids took care of their toys, and I was like, ooh, no,
don't do it.
Yeah.
Freaking, when I went to Dan's house, he had all his Ninja Turtle toys. He had everything bagged. I'm talking about the toy, the accessories, and then the card back. He cut off a piece of the card back, so he knew what figure went to what. And like, I was like, I'll buy every single one of these right now. He's like, I'm gonna sell them, and I'm like, no, I will buy them from you. And he's like, no, I figure I'll get more money going to a store. Then I'm like, he sold me his Ghostbusters.
I would cut off the cards from the Ninja Turtles. Okay, here's the super geeky thing. I would cut the cards off of the Ninja Turtles, and I had a ton of Ninja Turtles. I think I counted 50 of them at one time. Cool. And I had all those cards, and I had a Ninja Turtles fanny pack. And I put all those cards in the fanny pack, and I wore them every day to school.
You talking about the black fanny pack with them in the sewer?
It was a purple fanny pack with, I believe, Leo and Donnie going weapon to weapon.
Nice.
Excellent.
So
Excellent.
I wore that for probably the entirety of the 4th grade, maybe. So yeah.
That's awesome.
Yep.
You fucking nerd.
I was the cool kid.
Dude, I would have rocked that shit. I would have been scared. I'd be like, yo, check out my fanny pack.
Yeah.
And now look at it. Everybody wears fanny packs now, man. You know?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, look at all the super cool wrestlers, man.
No, that's because you're in wrestling. You're the only one that knows that.
Hold on.
That's what are you wearing?
I'm wearing Zubas. Yeah.
Because of course. Jeez.
No, I cut the legs off of these. I made them into shorts.
Not too long ago, I think it was just a couple of years ago, hentai started coming out in Zupas.
That's awesome.
At RWA, out of nowhere. I'm just like, this is a decision.
we just bought a new pair, Bizak and Noctis, for an untitled project that I probably shouldn't talk about.
Untitled project.
Yeah. But that's
moving on.
Yeah, but that's happening soon. So.
Okay.
But these are so comfortable. You know, for a while I never had a pair of these, and then somehow, like over time, I got 5 pairs, and I'm like, I don't know how it happened, but I acquired them, and I'm like, so I'm wearing these now apparently. So.
Just like a grizzled veteran.
Well, let me tell you something, kid. I guess that's my grizzled vet voice now. I'm just gonna be like, well, back in my day. We used to
I believe was a Thursday.
It's a Thursday in a February. 20 inches of snow on the ground. I walked 500 miles to get to a show in Columbus, Ohio.
Who were you, Vanessa Carlton?
Who'd you ever beat, you motherfuckers? Not me, that's for sure.
Just completely no-sold my Vanessa Carlton reference.
No, I did. I got it too, but I'm like, okay. He's gonna not indulge, and I'm like,
guys,
there's a grizzled vet here, kid.
Since we're deep in the show, I can talk about this. I had one of those everything is wrestling days today. You know what I'm talking about? Okay, so I sat down. It's one of those, like, this is the 4th broadcast I've done since 3:30. Well,
good God, Sorg.
3rd
broadcast, 4th recording, I guess. So
did you eat yet, Sorg? Have you gotten
I had
food?
2 hot pockets between the Jagoff show and the draft for Fight Underground.
Okay.
I should probably eat more.
You need some food.
I'm out of water in my KSWA cup, so
that's a collector's item, man.
I literally don't know where the dog's been for the last 2 hours. I haven't seen him in my purview, and I haven't gone out of the seat to figure it out since like 8 o'clock. Are you here, dog? Wicket?
He's passed out in a corner somewhere.
Wicket, buddy! God, I hope I didn't accidentally lock him in the other room.
Oh, he's definitely locked in the other room.
I don't see him at all.
You definitely locked him in the other room.
Oh, that's gonna be a problem.
Well, Mike and I can.
Anyways,
go
the
say
point is, what was I saying? Wrestling Day. So I talked to Tim,
Yes.
Tim Cross, RSW.
Real shoot.
Sorry, RSW, and then we talked with RPW a few hours later.
Don't even tell.
So I'm hopping in the Jagoff thing, and they're actually running late for their setup because they're doing a porch tour thing, where they do interviews from stuff, and then they have and actually Bubba the Bulldog was there, the other wrestling connection. So I was wild. I kind of threw in John's ear off air. I'm like, hey, tell Bubba I said hi, and he's because Bubba's been here. We bullshitted before. We've done some interviews here in the studio, and talking about how IWC really started and all that stuff. And so he goes out. He's like, Sorg, yeah, IndieWrestling.us. I hope I got that right. So, but before
I really
that,
hoped he was like, I don't know who the fuck he is.
Oh yeah. I was like, well, because he's kind of done that before me too, like 5 years ago. So I was wondering, but so. But before that, the other guy that had a line I won't mention, but turns out this guy has given Virgil a place to stay when he got evicted from the last place.
Oh,
I'm like, what are the freaking odds? So guess who got guess who I gave a screener of Legend of Virgil?
Are you sure Virgil didn't claim that was his place and he was letting that guy stay there?
I don't know, but Virgil walked in while we were on the call waiting to go on for the show.
Really?
Yeah, he didn't know who the fuck I was.
Virgil doesn't know who the fuck he is.
Oh, it was great.
I'm pretty sure Virgil would not recognize Ted DiBiase.
I guess this dude like tagged along with him to WrestleMania 1 year in like when it was in Orlando, and he just like, dude, the stories. I guess he got to hang out with Tony Atlas for a bit or something too while as part of the trip. He's like, dude, it's wild. Dude, he's wild. He's here and I can't get rid of him. And I'm just like, yeah, man, I get it. I know. So
he's like a zit you can't pop.
It's so, but it was so wild because that was like the only wrestling thing I wasn't doing this evening. On top of the other things I was doing earlier today, and it was just like, of course, like everything connects to wrestling, right? Like he saw my shirt, this Matt Mania thing. It was like, oh, you into wrestling? I'm like, yeah, kinda.
You sure? Like, what's wrestling?
Like, what are you talking about? So, also, I got weirded out because I'm on with Tim. I'm doing this interview, and I threw up footage of what you guys were doing on Friday nights, and then there's me in the crowd with the same shirt on. I'm like, what the fuck? So I had one of those kinds of moments. Tina just popped on, apparently just wondering why we're still broadcasting.
Hello, Tina. Welcome back.
Hey, Tina.
Guys, oh shit. Okay.
Like, I keep saying, yeah, go ahead.
I went to this toy store in Erie last weekend.
Action Toy Man? Action Toy Man? I love it.
This is the 5th time I've been to Action Toy Man in 3 months.
It's great. I bought a stack of Archie Ninja Turtles Adventures comics because those are the ones that I had back in the day. Well, I still have them, but I'm just like, I'm going to get the ones that I missed. So I
had them all?
A lot of them. A lot of them.
That store is
amazing.
Then
I went to try to read them, and no, god awful stories.
It's the nostalgic thing.
It's a lot of member berries, though, man. When they were like, we were going to jump in this cow's mouth and transport to interdimension, like, because he's an interdimensional being. Which, by the way, I saw happen somewhere else. I think it was based on an older sci-fi book. So it was not. So I only recently found out that Cowlick, the interdimensional transport animal, which is just a cow's head, a giant cow's head that you jumped in its mouth to travel, is not a new thing.
Well, yeah, didn't also Doom Patrol do it?
That was the thing.
Yeah, it is.
Are we talking about the goat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Similar concept, but and different point of entry, shall we say?
And to further throw us on a tangent, because it only kind of reminds me of this. Lovecraft Country is amazing. Recommended. Okay, Ronnie, you were telling me about Action Toy Man.
Well, you won't believe what he had in his case signed for $100. Are you guys ready? Mm-hmm. It was a Virgil autograph on a Virgil money.
Oh boy.
For $100 goddamn dollars. So I look at this thing and I start laughing, and I look at Caitlin and she's like, "What are you laughing about?" I'm like, "Look at this shit." And then she's like, "What the fuck?" We're just staring. I'm like, let me tell you about my Virgil story about holding Virgil's money is payday. Mm-hmm. So I went on my freaking thing about me having I told you guys that story like 50 times, didn't I?
I think so, but
it sounds familiar.
But everything's mush right now, so yes. Well,
anyway, I'll tell it again for like.
Well,
all right.
Those guys are in on the wrestling thing too, because like.
Yeah, and I'm like, that's not worth $100, bro.
Yeah.
That's barely worth
like.
10.
Like I'm pretty sure they know McChesney up there. Like Franklin's got all of his art in the basement. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. That sounds weird, but the basement's like where a lot of the comic stuff is, and
I want his art.
Toys. Yeah.
Okay. What? I want his art, and I haven't bought it yet. Like, it's awesome.
Dude, make it happen. Make it happen. Hell,
I know.
Dude,
I'm getting it next time I go.
You should get a custom Ronnie.
Oh, I should.
You should get a custom Ronnie job, man.
I should.
Get them up. Get them up.
Everybody always gets those custom portraits of each other themselves, and they sell them. I want one.
Yeah.
And is that who I have to talk to about that?
Yeah, hit up Franklin. That's the dude. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the dude. He's a cool dude. Fucking
all right, I want one.
Yeah, he does. I'm pretty sure he does straight up commissions on all that stuff. I got one of Billy Johnson hanging with Big League Girl and McChesney over here that he gave me. So
I mean, if Billy Johnson,
I honestly don't know who she is. I just know she did stuff like in Cleveland with them, and I never met her. So
dude, all I'm saying, if Billy Johnson can get one of them gimmicks, man, then like.
Yeah, but Billy Johnson, big money Billy Johnson that rolls up in a limo. Are you talking with Jimmy DeMarco and John McChesney? Like, I mean, you may be the grizzled vet, but you're not.
I'm no Billy goddamn Johnson.
No, you're no Billy effing Johnson. What is he up to? I gotta message him, man. I'm gonna message him. I'll be like, yo, man, hope you're doing good. We're talking about you on the podcast for no particular reason. So,
dude, add him as a group chat with just the four of us, and like on Facebook, and be like, hey, man, we were just talking about you. Just want to see if you're all right. You're alive.
Okay. But Mike, you want in on this too?
Sure, why not? I don't know how much longer I'm gonna stay on.
No, I probably should eat another hot pocket myself. So, I need to recover from this day. I've been going full tilt since noon, and yeah, except for my hot pocket break.
What kind of hot pocket?
It's the Brewers brand from Aldi's. They're a lot better than the actual Hot Topics, and it's usually
pizza.
It's a pepperoni pizza, yeah, because that's how I roll. Hey man,
dude, I love Aldi's.
I'm edging. Listen,
sorry, what flavor are we talking here? What flavor hot pocket?
Pepperoni pizza.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just asked him that. Where were you?
Ronnie, I'm trying to make a living here.
Dude, you just keep pushing away from the Fed, bro. You're good.
I'm trying to make a living. Oh, by the way, I got a new pop.
What'd you get?
Human Torch.
Oh.
This was only $3 at Hot Topic.
Yeah, I mean, can't go wrong with the clearest pops, dude.
Yeah, it's my favorite one because it's like in the middle of the flame on.
Nice.
Yeah.
They have killer clowns from outer space Funko Pops.
What?
Yeah, I saw they had all 4 of the killer clowns from outer space at the comic book store the other day, and I'm like, I think I need these.
I literally just watched that movie again.
Oh, it's so great.
Oh, by the way, I'm gonna drop a link at some point on the somewhere. I don't know where. I found that one of my favorite horror movies, which is a terrible horror movie and also not really a horror movie, but it's a Canadian horror movie called The Paperboy.
I've heard of this. I've heard of this.
It is available for free on YouTube.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
If you want an hour and a half to kill and you want to know what Happy Gilmore's grandma did before that pro golf tournament. Oh, man. Because that is the most notable actress in this movie.
So just type in Paperboy movie?
Type in The Paperboy 1994.
Oh, boy.
Okay.
Make it so.
It is.
Yeah.
Wow.
About an hour and a half long?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Ronnie, you are in for a treat. I will warn you that the beginning of that YouTube video is the preview from the VHS. You can watch it, or if you want to remain completely spoiler-free, I think the movie starts at like 2 minutes 30 seconds in.
I'll skip ahead. No, I need to watch it. I don't need spoilers. I love really bad horror movies, so this is fantastic.
Oh yeah, no, oh my god, this movie.
You got me wondering. Oh yes. So I don't know. I've said when we're talking about Bill and Ted, I said that I pretty much like kind of quasi memorized at some time the contest on the original Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure VHS tape.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I think I just found the commercial on YouTube.
Ooh.
Excellent.
Hold on.
Post it somewhere.
Is this gonna work? Is this gonna work? Is this on? I have this muted from the last show. That's right.
Yeah.
You should also be aware
I
that
can't wait to go
is
buy
this
that
one of the
tomorrow.
most
Hold on.
spectacular, grandiose, totally amazing games in the history of mankind. It could easily change your life forever. Or not.
Every time I watch this movie, I had to go through this commercial. I never fast forward this. It made the movie more badass for me.
The Watch and Win trivia game. It couldn't be easier to play.
Excellent!
Even if you're a complete bobo.
Bogus.
Just dial 1-900-988-DUDE,
There's visuals to this, too.
and an official
I'm
research
sure.
scientist from the Bureau of Massive Brain Usage will ask you 2 incredibly stupid trivia questions about this movie.
Fall fast, dude!
If you get both of them right, you'll be eligible for a chance to score one of hundreds of instant prizes. Not worthless garbage, but cool stuff. Missy?
Designer Bill and Ted t-shirts.
Yeah, it's Missy from the movie showing off the
Of course it
merchandise.
That's awesome.
A really neat skateboard from Vision Sports.
Yeah.
Genuine Bill and Ted video cassettes.
But I'm watching on the video cassette.
4 packs of Fuji T120 HQ blank video cassettes.
This is the prices.
Well, you can't have too many of these lying around.
Blank
That's
video
right,
cassettes
Missy.
is a
And
prize.
tell them about the prize that's really worth some heavy money.
Your very own Sony VCR.
Ooh.
Wow.
Yes, every time.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
those are
great.
good times. Okay, I think
every time I watch Tiny Toons, how I spent my summer vacation, it was always the same commercial for the Tiny Toons fruit snacks, and it just made me want the Tiny Toons fruit snacks.
There's that, and you remember the old was it Pizza Hut commercial before the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
Oh, yes.
With the where he catches the ball, and then like you know what I'm talking about?
I believe so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are we talking
But
about
it
the car?
definitely was Pizza Hut, because Pizza Hut. Wait, was Pizza Hut in the first movie, or was that Domino's?
That was Domino's
It was
in the pizza,
Domino's.
but Pizza Hut sponsored the Ninja Turtles arcade game.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. 122, 122 and 8.
122
122
and
and
8. Hey, Pizza Dude's got 30 seconds.
Mm-hmm. Ronnie, did I tell you the one time that Doc Remini and I were so bored consecutively at work that we literally had a Google chat where we rattled off the entire movie of Ninja Turtles 2,
Dude, nice.
word for word. Like, oh man, it was great. Like, we just decided to do it one day.
And dude, oh god. I want to do I think everybody should pick a character. And everybody should be like, alright, pick a character from the second movie, and we all just do the dialogue.
Yes, I'm in.
Yeah.
I'm in. And also dibs on Kino.
Kino's all yours, bro.
Man!
So you can have Kino if you want Kino.
I cannot wait for a Kino action figure. Like, NECA. I want it right now.
When I do, I'll be thinking of something thinner.
That's the first line I could think of, and I didn't want to be the one to say it.
Dude, I asked
Good
NECA
laugh,
if
though.
they were going to make an alternate Kevin Nash head for the Super Shredder,
As they should.
and they just never said anything.
That's
They're like,
unfortunate.
They're like, he's like the 100th person asked us in the past 5 minutes. Fuck this guy.
Did you tag Kevin Nash?
No, I should have.
You should have tagged Kevin Nash.
Mm-hmm. Dude,
that's
Nash is
done,
active, and Nash is active and opinionated these days. By the way,
And
Dude,
Nash will do anything for $1.
dude, they never told Nash about the Super Shredder figure. Like, they never reached out to him and said they were making it.
Well, I mean, you don't necessarily have to. It's not like, they tell Tyler Mane that they're making a Sabretooth figure.
Oh, well, they're making it. Because Marvel Legends are making all those figures.
Mm-hmm.
I just found a cable action figure from, like, the new Deadpool movies at Walmart. And I'm like, how is this a thing? It's like, when did they get the rights to this? And apparently they're coming out with the whole Deadpool line for the movie.
Good.
Oh, update, and Ronnie knows this, but he's busy, so he can't join me. But New Mutants is going to be on a screen at Dependable Drive-In here locally with Deadpool.
Ooh.
That's the double feature that's up here. I want to see it.
Yeah, everybody went Bill and Ted last weekend. It's nuts. Bill and
Bill and
Ted.
Ted was so good.
Yeah, it was worth it. It was.
Yeah.
I did the purchase on the digital, and I'm so happy for it. I will watch the shit out of that.
Can I buy New Mutants digitally right now?
No, they didn't do that. No.
Shit.
Because
So I have to go see it.
Yeah, it's because they couldn't put it on Disney Plus or on Hulu because technically part of the deal that they had, because that's still a Fox movie. That's not a Disney movie. So part of the deal that movie was being made was that it would be released theatrically.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So even if you can't get to New Mutants, I have a feeling by, I would say conservatively, December.
Yeah,
it'll be streaming.
I'm feeling that too. I'm really feeling that too. Like, they're not even going to bother with the digital release on this one. Just be like, Hulu.
I'm gonna say this because she's blow drying her hair. I was gonna buy Mulan for the fiance tomorrow, but now I found out it's gonna be available on Disney Plus anyway, early December. I'm like,
we can wait.
I'm like, I don't need to see it that badly.
That's not
she does either.
If you told me,
was it $25 they were trying to charge people for that?
30
for that. You have to be a Disney Plus subscriber. It was $25 for Bill and Ted. I bought it on the Apple. Now remember, Bill and Ted was kind of not really high level studio produced, so I think they had a little more leeway with that. You know what I mean? Yeah. So
for what it was perfect.
Now, if you told me $25 to watch Black Widow at home and it's going to be on Disney Plus in 3 months anyways, I'm still paying $25 for Black Widow.
As am I. Yes.
So. Or $30 or whatever the case may be. Just
but
like now here's my problem.
I think they're doing this like I almost want to get it to show, hey Disney, I'm willing to pay extra to see a movie, so give me fucking Black Widow now.
True. So here's the other thing. Now I paid $25 for Bill and Ted, and I own it indefinitely. Did the same thing with Scoob when it came out. I paid the extra $5 for it for ownership, and now it's on all my Movies Anywhere stuff. Bill and Ted I did not see on yet, but again, that could be a studio thing. So, but you're paying $30 for Mulan, and there's no ownership. That's where you got a little bit of a sticker for me.
Mm-hmm.
So
you can only watch it like once or twice, and then that's it.
For Mulan?
Yeah.
No, you own it. You own it.
Mulan,
you own it as long as you subscribe. Yeah, as long as you're a Disney Plus member, you have it. It's not in your collection of purchased things on Apple or Amazon or something. Like there's no ownership ish. You know what I mean? And then it's like, and then after 3 months, it's going to be on the service anyways. So
for free. Yeah.
Now
I can wait 3 months.
Yeah. No. I
mean, $30 isn't that bad considering like if you're bringing a family of 4.
Yeah. No, it's not, and that's what they're considering, and especially for something like that. But if you're telling me if this situation happened with Aladdin or Lion King, I'm dropping the $30.
Yeah.
So
I wish I would have spent the extra $5 to own Bill and Ted, because I only rented it for $20, which is stupid.
I didn't have an option. I only had the $25 option on Apple.
Oh, on YouTube, they're like, I can rent it for $20, or I can buy it for $25. I was like, someone's gonna rent it.
Yeah.
I watched it 3 times in 48 hours. I was like, I'm getting my money's worth. Someone's gonna watch this.
I got mine. We can always do a review later.
We need to.
We have a Bill and Ted.
We should watch all the movies in order.
Let's say we'll do a Bill and Ted one. I have the DVD rips in my of my discs in Google Drive, so You know, I mean, they're not as nice, but you know, still.
We could do a watch along of Bill and Ted, and like us just sitting around talking about Bill and Ted as it's on.
I saw this commercial today on Facebook. It was like, hey, who who didn't know that they actually won a 4K edition of Beetlejuice?
I want a 4K edition of Beetlejuice.
I think the appeal of Tim Burton movies is watching them in VHS. You know, aesthetically, you know, for real. You know, you know, because to me that's what they, you know, kind of like the Bill and Ted. I'm watching that. All right. On that note, go ahead.
No, before we go, I watched Beetlejuice today while I was putting up the Halloween trees.
Whoa, where is that on? Or do you have it?
It's free on demand.
What?
On Peacock.
Peacock.
The Peacock is free.
Speaking of Peacock, I am on the season 1 finale of Heroes.
Yeah.
Very nice. I like Heroes.
Ronnie, have you rewatched it recently?
No, it's been a while.
Are you paying for the cock? I don't remember.
The cock is free.
The cock is free.
Yeah, but not everything is free on the cock. I mean, the cock is free, but everything on the cock is free.
Hey man, you gotta love the cock, bro.
I think there is gonna be like a premium subscription thing.
There is,
but I think that's for like their original programs.
So
I don't need original programs. If I can watch Heroes for free forever now, yes.
It depends. I think it's series to series, and I don't think it's kind of down the line from the sounds of it. Like a mesh up movies are going to be not. And somebody's telling me about they were watching a series and they got through 3 episodes and they said that you had to upgrade. Now, the thing I like about it, I feel like I'm doing a different show now. Because of everything going on, I got to put news on to figure out if the world's burning down yet. And I have CBS News, and I actually like they do have a NBC News online thing here, and they have that channel guide situation, like a Pluto thing. So like that's nice on my Apple TV when I don't have like cable. So that's the thing I noticed. And they did have a channel for like Office shorts, and SNL clips and stuff like that, which is kind of nice to throw on. So
I think a lot of that stuff is available on YouTube for free, though.
Yeah, probably. But yeah, it looks like all the clips they put out on social media, right? But it was just like a stream of it, which I'm like, okay, down with that. But there's also, they got music. You also have an Unsolved Mysteries channel.
Unsolved Mysteries.
Oh,
that's
Sky
kind of surprising
News.
Considering Netflix just came out with the new version.
I know, right? I know, right? But they got all the old ones. So if you gotta get your fill of Robert Stack,
don't threaten me with a good time.
Who doesn't need to get their fill?
There you go. If you want to get your fill of Stack on the cock, you know where to go.
If you want to get stacked full of Stack.
Guys, Ronnie, I hope this has been therapeutic for you, if not cathartic. I don't know if those words mean the thing I think they mean.
No, thank you guys. I needed to just sit down and talk because
absolutely, Ronald.
I've been keeping to myself a lot. So,
hey,
Ronnie, I'm telling you, just throw on Heroes.
I mean,
just travel back to 2005.
I'm gonna watch Paperboy, bro. I don't know what you're talking
about. Ronnie, you're in for a good time.
All right,
yeah, I'm watching.
All right, guys, I'm gonna roll.
Feel free, Ronnie. Either live tweet it or live message me.
I will. I'll live message you while I watch it. I got you.
All right, guys, I'm gonna go because I'm really concerned right now about what I did with my dog. So we'll see you guys later.
Okay. Bye.